Hello,
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. How old are you?
I'm 23.
All right. What can I help you with?
So I guess my question is because I do feel like I meet a lot of different type of men. But I guess I don't know like who to take serious, who to choose, because men do say a lot of different things, and I
You
don't
meet
know
a
who to
lot of
believe.
you meet a lot of different men for what?
Well, like I state my intentions. Like from the jump, I let them know that at the end of the day, I'm not a baby mama. I want to be a wife, and um, people. I hear a lot of different things from a
Are
lot of
you a
different.
high? Are you a woman that's in high demand?
Um, I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
I know I have things to work on, but
Okay.
for where
Well.
I am right now,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh no, no, no. Did you hear the beginning of the program?
No, I was on YouTube and it told me to click on it, so I missed some
Okay.
stuff.
High demand. So why? What makes you believe you're a woman that's in high demand?
I think, well, I can't like tell you about like my whole story, everything, but just where I am in life right now, like my success, and not even though that doesn't really mean anything, but how ambitious I am to have my success and to just live my life how I'm living it. I think that makes me high value. That's how I attract a lot
High
of guys.
value. I said high demand. Okay, guys, remember what I said that about on Monday when women lead with, "Hey, what would a successful look like for a woman like yourself?" And I said if they start off with anything about their education or their career, leave.
No, I didn't hear that part, but I
Or you
understand.
weren't supposed to, but the guys did.
Mhm.
So basically, you're in high demand because you have an education.
Well, actually, I didn't finish college, so
So I'm
but
asking you. I'm asking you what makes you in high demand,
I just think the way I carry myself, how I live my day to day life, makes
such
me high
as,
demand.
such as
Well, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a real estate agent. I'm a landlord.
real
Um,
estate.
well, no, I'm just saying like you. I'm
I
sorry.
don't
I know
need a
I can't like
cookbook.
explain my whole story, but like
You're
I have like
23, ma'am.
property.
23. 23.
Yeah, yeah. I know I'm 23, but
Are
I've
you
been
are
through a
you
lot of
going
things.
to okay at 23? I'm just since you're an entrepreneur. Uh, are you successfully financially?
Yes, I have 3 properties in Atlanta
Are
that I
you okay? Okay, are you making over six figures?
not yet, but I'm planning on
Okay, are
soon.
you making over 75,000?
Yes, I am. I made 80,000 last year.
Okay, uh, and will a man be able to actually spend that money like it's his?
Mm, Um, I
Nope,
mean, honestly, if you
nope,
want me to be
nope.
truthful,
Yeah, well, yeah, well,
if
you've
you want me to
already
be
answered. You've
truthful,
already answered the question.
I am a trick, like as a female, and I
You've
hate it.
already
That's
answered.
like
You
my
no, no,
issue.
you're a trick. A trick. You'll spend the money on him. I said, can he spend it like it's his?
No, 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 no.
Nope. There you go. So this is why y'all's money and all this shit doesn't matter. So because you're young and you've made some money, congratulations on that. But does that make you a woman that men want? That's in high demand? I asked you about high demand and you said you are. And you described your career. So, all right, let's just give you that. Let's just say you're right on that. You're not, but let's just give it to you. What else makes you in high demand? Don't tell me about your money or anything about what you're doing in the professional world.
Well, I think my profession, like how my personality is, makes me high value. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, not high value, high demand, because I am very like outgoing. I'm very feminine. I really can talk to somebody. Like for like my past relationships, they've been like way more successful than me, and like they would feel like I will always get a compliment from them that they love that they could talk to me about their business plans or anything that they had. They might have like some thoughts about that they didn't really know that I could help
So
them
these people
with
are
that. And
older than you.
yeah, I always date people older than me.
So an older man is talking to you about his business.
Well, they're not like super old. They're like 27, 28, like, So they're starting businesses, but I have businesses too, so that's why they think
I'm gonna tell
that.
you right now, man. Any man, no offense, but any man who's starting a business listening to a younger woman is kind of suspect, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, he's not listening to me, but they're like getting
Hmm.
advice. I
There's
feel
no
like I'm
advice
just
I would get from a 23-year-old about starting a business.
I understand.
So you're in demand because of your. Would you say you're an affectionate person?
Oh, definitely. I grew up in an affectionate household.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's run down the list. A high demand woman has a cooperative, agreeable. He has a mindset that is agreeable, cooperative, and she's smart. A high demand woman is fit. She's fit. She's fit internally and externally, in and out. So she's dedicated, discerning, and disciplined. Are you disciplined?
Definitely, yes. I do want to become more disciplined though, but
Okay.
I'm trying.
More disciplined. Okay. How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Dress size?
Around a 6 or 7 or 8.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
Like 156.
5'2"?
Yes. I know I need to lose weight. I've been going to the gym and I have a nutritionist actually that's helping me with that.
Okay. Disciplined, dedicated, discerning. Not outrageous, but discipline is discipline. Feminine, meaning you're affectionate, accommodating with subtle sophistication. That's you.
Definitely.
You're naturally nurturing, meaning you have a carefree, loving, easygoing, lighthearted nature, but you're serious.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So your question is what?
My question is just how do I guess, weed out? Because for me, I feel like it'll be like any guy from different walks of life, but they'll tell me the same thing. And it's like, who
Hold
do
your
I
hand up.
believe?
Hold your hand up. And
Oh.
flip it around.
Oh.
Okay. Go ahead.
Look, I'm trying to.
I gotta ask about the long nails.
I just started getting them. I'm trying to because I usually don't get my nails done and I'm natural all the time. So I'm trying to
Disciplined,
get more out there.
dedicated, and discerning. Is it commonplace for men of value to want women with very long fingernails like that?
No, probably not.
I'm not asking. I'm asking, do you typically hear the kind of men you're talking about wanting women with long fingernails like that?
No, no.
Then if you're discerning and disciplined and smart, why would you do that if it's not going to get you the outcome you want?
I don't know. I guess because to me, it's like I don't have the issue with finding the type of guys that I want. I get them, honestly. It's more like, how do I know that they're not going to waste my time and they're not just going to lead me on? Because a lot of the guys that I talk to, they're like,
Remember what I
oh, yeah,
said?
they're in grad school.
Remember what I said, guys, about a woman who is in high demand? She is naturally an abundance-minded woman. She is not a woman who deals in scarcity. I didn't make this up. It's a 23-year-old woman who said, you find these kind of men, but yet you at 23 are worried that they're going to get you in the Dulo twist. Shout out, Kwame. You're worried that they're going to do some hookama jukama on you. And I'm going to say that, number one, you're not talking about the same kind of men I'm talking about. I'm not talking about these men. Because I just said, do the kind of men that I'm talking about, high value, do they want women with long fingernails and stuff like that? You said, I don't think so. Well, then how are we talking about the same kind of men? You attract men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is not in the attraction. The problem is in the picking.
I agree.
I think you may be successful as far as money is concerned if you're in fact making what you say you're making. Good. But men don't pick women upon that. Simply don't. They pick women based upon the stuff I've talked about. So at 23, I'm gonna ask you a hard question. It's a little personal though. Do you have any children?
No.
So why at 23 at 5'2" are you not 120 pounds?
Really because of hormones, but that's why I have a nutritionist and I'm going
Hormones? You have
to
Graves' disease?
have what?
You have Graves' disease?
No, like birth control and stuff like that. But that's why I was close to
So you on birth
PCOS, but
control? Birth control put weight on you?
yeah, the depot shot. I was on it for 5 years. I just got off of it 2 years ago. And that's why I've been dealing with the OBGYN and nutritionist and stuff to help me get back right.
Okay. I guess it's possible, but how often are you going to the gym?
I just started going to Orange Theory
How
every
often are you going to the gym?
4 times a week now.
How long you been going?
About 5 months, yeah.
5 months. 5 months you've been going to the gym 4 times a week.
Yeah,
Careful,
I
young
would
lady.
only
Careful,
go.
careful. I would rather you just be honest. Don't make me 5 times a week, 4 days a month. 5 months for 4 days a week.
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you that I haven't been consistent. That's why I started Orange Theory. Because with LA Fitness, I wasn't
when
going
I said
that
disciplined, this is discipline.
I know.
So it's not. See, I want you to understand that they really believe their value is higher, the demand is higher. She says, "I'm a high demand woman," but I gave you step-by-step bullet points and explained each one of them. And you're saying you're still that. And then each thread I pull on, we're finding that it doesn't line up. Are you? You're not disciplined. A woman who's disciplined goes to the gym consistently.
I know.
A woman who's disciplined pushes away from the table consistently. She watches her caloric intake, especially if she has a weight issue. You're saying you have an OBGYN and a nutritionist. What you have is a knife and fork in the table. The things you can control, the self-discipline. This is why I'm saying, these are why women who are in demand are self-governed. And at 23, you're already 45, 40 pounds, a good 35, 40 pounds over your ideal weight.
Well, my nutritionist says I need to lose 20 pounds, but yeah, I know you had that 120.
The average, but you're 5'2".
Yeah.
If you're 5'4", yes, but every inch is another 5 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give yourself at least 30 pounds for a baby.
I know.
Why do you ladies say this shit? I know, but then you expect men to just pick it. So if I put you in the room, like I told the other young lady, if I put you in the room with the kind of men you say you want and desire, and they were non-black men, would they pick you to be a wife?
No. But
if I put you in a room with the kind of men you desire, and they were black men, would they pick you to be a wife?
I think so. I do think so.
That is so fucked up, people.
Well, because I don't, like, I'm going to tell you, I never get approached by white men unless it's for, like, not the type of person I'm looking for, not marriage or relationship at all. Like, it's for other reasons. Now he walked away from him.
Explain to the black men out there why you expect them to accept less than you expect Brad.
No, I don't expect them to accept less.
I heard you very well. Tell the black men out there why you believe they should accept or would accept less.
Well, I do think that
hold on.
me and black.
Let me finish my statement.
Mm-hmm.
I asked, if I put you in the room with the kind of men you say you want, would they pick you to be a wife, and they're non-black men? You said a definitive, oh no. Then I said, if I put you in the room with the kind of men you say you want, would they pick you to be a wife, and they were black men? You said, yeah. So I need you to explain to the black men why you believe they would accept you when, when the other races of men wouldn't accept you. You explain it to them.
Well, I just think because how I am, me and black men get along more. I mean, honestly, black men and black women have more connection than any other race. And and when I get approached by white men, I'm telling you, it is never, ever like marriage, dating. It's always, or even Dominican, like anything. It's always sexual. It's not, oh, let's go on a date. It's, oh, let's go. So I just feel like automatically white men, black, other races don't look at me like, oh, wife material or date material. But I do get that from black men.
If you wanted those men who you say approached you in this manner to look at you like wife material, like they look at the other women, what would you have to do?
I don't know. I do feel like, I don't know what I should do, honestly.
No. Think about it. You just said they don't approach you except for sex or something like that. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to marry a non-black man and currently they only approach you on some sexual stuff, what would you have to do to make yourself a wife caliber in their eyes? What do you think?
I honestly don't know for a non-black man.
That will not suffice, smart 23-year-old business person.
I'm trying to think for real. I can't even give you an answer. Like,
yeah, you will. Yeah, you will, because you won't you're going to give me something, because you went into a
non-black man.
Yes, you went into a room with non-black men that were on the same level as the black man. You said the black man will pick me because we have a similar culture. All right, then what would you have to do to get the non-black man to pick you?
I guess like be in those environments with the non-black men that are actually looking for.
So in other words, they should pick you on culture.
You said what?
Picking you. So in other words, they would have to pick you on culture, not on you as an individual. What would you need to do as an individual to
okay. I can think now. Lose weight, definitely. Like that's across the board.
No, black it's not across the board. You said the black man would accept it. Stop the cap. What else?
I don't know. Probably look my best everywhere I go. Like everywhere.
Did you go to college?
I did go to college.
To an HBCU or predominantly white institution?
A predominantly white institute.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. Lose weight, look your best everywhere, and
probably go back to college, but I'm working on that.
Why would you need to go back? Did you complete college?
No, I dropped out. My dad died.
So you would need to complete college for a non-black man to marry you?
Yeah, I feel like they would.
What else? What else?
I can't think. A non-black man. I don't know what else.
A non-black man. I mean, it could be Hispanic, Middle Eastern, Asian, white, attractive guy.
I really don't know what they would want. I guess that's
but you would have to compete. If those are the only men, if all the black men just died from the last man standing, all black men ceased to exist, and the only men on the planet were those or none, you'd have to figure it out.
I would. Oof.
And see, ultimately what she's saying, guys.
Oh, don't say
black it. Men, you will accept me. And it's because of your culture. Your mama black. You'll understand me. But black men don't get accepted on culture. I let that run because she's not being malicious. She's just being honest and saying what a lot of women would not say. That black men, you need to raise your standards for black women because they know They don't have to do nothing. But if Brad, Lee, Ahmed, and Enrique were there, they know. She just said it. Oh no, this shit wouldn't fly with non-black men.
But I guess what I was trying to say is I feel like black men will help. You know, they would be more like, oh, let me help you. Let's work on this together. With a white man, he will not approach me at all.
Why should a black man that ain't married to you have to help you do a mother flipping thing? Would you marry a black man who started at the bottom and you're going to help him build?
Kevin, I have done it.
I didn't ask you that. No. Right now, you'd marry a guy who's working at Jersey Mike's.
No.
Thank you. Even if he, see, I didn't even say it. I said it Jersey Mike's. I didn't say it Jersey Mike's. He could have been on his way into owning a franchise. You don't know how much they make at Jersey Mike's. This is why I do what I do, because this is a 23-year-old. The other one was 25. This is 23. Man, I need you to understand that how little respect it appears that you young women have for black men.
But I don't want to make it look like that.
But that's the truth, though, man. You expect a black man to give you the benefit of the doubt because we come from the same culture. But you're not extending the benefit of the doubt. You're not even giving the black man the minimum qualifications you'd have to give the non-black men. You're giving black men less and expecting more. Is my math wrong?
No.
So if black men were in the room with you and they for some reason chose decide, and if I put you in a room with black men accordingly, and I put you in a room with a bunch of other women, all on the same kind of level, and your same stilo, and the black men all chose not the non-black version of you. The only thing that's different is their race. You'd be all right with that?
I would be sad, but I would have to live my life.
I don't think you're being honest. I think you'd be sad, but when you ask a question?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What question?
But I feel like that question is already out there. Like,
what question would you ask?
Like, why not me?
Why not you? Because we all are on the same kind of area. Well, because she doesn't get bonus points for culture. Why you? The question is not why you, why not you? The question will be why you. I said you were in the room with a bunch of other women who were on your same stilo. They were just not black. You still expect black men to pick you, give you cultural preference. And there's no discernible difference between y'all. Why should he pick you? If this is an orange and this is an orange, why should he pick this orange instead of this orange? Because this orange is black? If it provides the same nutritional equivalence.
I agree.
But you would say, why not me? And that's what happens when black men don't pick black women. Y'all always, why not us? You should have picked a black woman. Well, even this is what happens all the time. When black women get with a non-black man, y'all have parties. When a black man gets with a non-black woman, black women have one of a few responses. Fuck you, or I ain't that mad at you, but he could have at least picked a black woman. But usually what it doesn't say is they don't usually throw parties.
Yeah.
So what this demonstrates is you guys are banking heavily on black men picking you based on culture. You don't pick men based on culture.
Yeah, you're right.
So the point is, audience, black women know in order to get another race of man, they would have to be competitive. They know that. They don't feel like they have to compete for us. And it's only getting worse. The previous caller didn't even feel like she had to sit up and act serious. That's why I say, if we want this to change, You need to stop dealing with women who are not meeting you with a baseline of masculine respect. Don't give them any time, any attention, sex, no nothing. Because what did you just say earlier? The non-black men only approach you for some Netflix and chill type action.
Yeah, but I do not.
But black men need to start doing the same.
They do, and I don't.
No, they don't. Because if you've had a relationship, that's more than Netflix and chill. My point is, if you want to get out of the Netflix and chill category, like you'd have to do with non-black men, you would have to be competitive. That's the point. You'll accept Netflix and chill like scenarios with black men over here, but you can't get these caliber men. It all makes a sense. If you want men at a certain level, you're going to have to be competitive, ma'am. That's why I said at 23, why not be at your healthiest fighting weight? Oh, my hormones, my this, my that, but it's just bullshit. It's not that. First, it's discipline.
I believe it.
Well, you said that now, but when I asked you why, you said your hormones.
Well, that is the reason, but
it's
yeah,
not.
It is
it's not.
what I eat.
It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not the major reason. It's the fact that you're inconsistent.
Yeah.
It's been a very eye-opening conversation for most folks because many people don't think it's this extreme, and you don't have to be rude, over the top. Hang out. I'm gonna let some more folks in here. I thank you for being honest, though, ma'am. But why don't you give black men more than you would give other men if you expect black men to give you the benefit of the doubt that other men wouldn't give you?
I never thought about it that way.
You expect black men to give you more than other men will give you, meaning the benefit of the doubt. True or false?
Yes.
So why don't you give black men more than you would have to give the non-black men?
Yeah, I should.
Should is one thing.
I will.
Okay, hold on. It's not easy to answer these questions, man, but we got to start thinking about this stuff. And a big part of the reason is because so many young women, so many of us, black men, were raised by our mothers. So we don't have our standards where they need to be. Because like I said, we deify women, and women, young women, you just grew up seeing men not demanding anything. But you got to open your eyes.
In this powerful and candid conversation, Kevin Samuels underscored the essential need for discipline when striving to become a high-demand individual in the dating market. The 23-year-old caller received tough yet valuable lessons about the importance of physical fitness and self-improvement. Kevin firmly pointed out that her lack of discipline, as evident from her failure to maintain physical fitness, is a significant setback. The caller's attempts to justify her lack of fitness with various excuses further highlighted this lack of discipline. Interestingly, the discussion takes a deeper dive into racial dating preferences. The caller believes that as a black woman, black men would be more accepting of her despite her being overweight, suggesting that men of other races would not. This is where Kevin shed light on an essential reality: attractiveness and physical fitness are universally desired traits among men, irrespective of race. While cultural background can indeed play a role in attraction, it does not negate the fundamental desire for a fit and attractive partner. This video serves as an eye-opener to everyone who harbors the belief that they can bypass the importance of fitness and discipline in dating. It's not about compromising dreams or ambitions, but about nurturing qualities that make one an appealing partner across the board. If this video has resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful discussions. Until next time, remember that the quest for personal growth never ends, and discipline is key in all aspects of life.